Hey everyone, it's been a while. Thought I'd give you guys an update on what's been going on over the last couple months. Uh, just want to say that I've been through a lot, and I really appreciate all your guys' support, love, well wishes, and even recently, um, you guys have donated to my GoFundMe. Which has really helped me because I haven't had a job since December when I got laid off, unfortunately. Um, unfortunately, I'm still having, this is hard to say, but I'm still having some financial issues just because I don't have a job yet. And I'm just trying to get by. And my GoFundMe is still up if anybody wants to be my savior. Um, a lot of you have helped me, and oh my God, I just cannot be more thankful enough that you guys have donated. All you guys, anybody, I don't care whether if it's 1 cent or in some cases it's been thousands of dollars, which has been amazing. And but uh, my fundraiser is still going. If anybody knows that it's out there or wants to contribute again, just to kind of help me out, that would be great. Otherwise, hey, it's just there, just letting you guys know. But I'm working really hard on trying to find a job. I've had interviews, so that's not the issue. Now, that's just kind of past the present, but also we can talk about my cancer and what ended up happening at the end of last year was I got to go home, so spend the holidays here in Dallas, and then we started ramping up to prepare for the surgery at the end of January, and they needed more tests, obviously, so they wanted another MRI, another CT scan, things like that, blood work, and so on. And unfortunately, did not get very good news, and they said that the cancer had spread. And now there was no other cancers, but technically there was just an invasion of. And so what ended up happening was they said that it had spread to my bladder, um, and it would not be wise of me to keep it there. Which they said something about like positive negative margins. I'm not quite sure what that all means, but I can kind of get the gist of it. And they said if I did keep it in there for, just being stubborn, I'd have to go through chemo or other sort of treatments, and who knows if that would work or not. So I just didn't really know what the answer was, until I just said, you know what, they constantly tell me that they're trying to save my life, and I have to, put my faith into these doctors at MD Anderson, and just kind of tell them, just do what's best for me. And so when my surgery came up, what ended up happening was they took my entire colon, the whole bit, also the very end, if you know what I'm talking about. And they took my semivesicles. For anybody who knows what that is, it's basically the pathway between the testicles and the prostate in a man. So, and they took out my prostate, they took out my bladder, and so it ended up being a pretty extensive surgery, 13 and a half hours long, if I haven't mentioned that yet. And I didn't know it was going to be that long. I knew somewhere between, I've read online, like 8 to 10, sometimes 10 to 12, things like that, but 13 and a half hours. And I really was scared and just a lot of things, at that time, but I got through that. And the reason I got through that was because my sister was there. And I just want to let you know, and I'm going to give her some kudos right now. But my sister was my rock. She was there. She took me to the hospital at 5:30 in the morning, and stayed there the entire time. And I can't ask for a better sister. I love her to death. So if anybody knows my sister Sakia, tell her thank you. tell her how wonderful she is. You know, she never gets enough praise for the things that she does, and I know that she is a woman of faith, and she feels that you know, God was there to watch over me, and to her, for her to be my steward. So, so I just want to say thank you, sister. Thank you for being there. I love you. Okay. All right. Now, what ended up also happening was, because they took my entire colon, I did have a choice. And I just want to let everyone know that they said that my colon was not that bad. And I could have kept part of it. Unfortunately, if I would have done that, I would have had to, you know, have regular colonoscopies, just like if you were to have your entire colon. So that's all the same. And then I'd also have a greater chance of colon cancer coming back, right? Having a relapse. So I said, heck no, you know, just take it out. I don't have to deal with any of that, you know, random checkups and even having the, you know, another chance of colorectal cancer coming back. So that's why I went with the entire colon option. So now, just for you guys to understand, I guess I'm just sort of built differently now, and what they call a stoma, which is basically a opening in the abdomen, and that's kind of where I attach a bag, and then it just goes right. Um, all new to me. Anybody that wants to look it up, go ahead. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty, you know, whatever. So, but it is what it is, and I'm just, you know, happy to be alive. You know, so same thing with the since they took my bladder out, I have one now on the right side, and that's called a urostomy, and the other side is ileostomy, and so now it's basically weird because I gotta, you know, for lack of better words, I gotta pee and poop in a bag, you know, and I constantly have to empty them out and change them and stuff like that. So, but the good news is, guys, is that I'm alive and I'm doing well. It's been 2.5 months since my surgery, and I'm just very, very happy to be alive. Um, so let's just, you know, and doing better, obviously. So, so I'm just really grateful. I'm just really grateful, guys. My outlook on life, I feel better. I feel like, you know, I look better. Whatever. I don't know. I mean, I turned 45, so it is what it is. But anyways, that's basically what's been going on, and I just want to say thank you guys for just your support and everything like that. Now, I haven't been given the you're cancer free, you know, words yet, but it might take a while, meaning like maybe another year, because of all the checkups and stuff like that. They're basically just going to constantly check to see if there's any lingering cancer cells, you know, on a particular level, or if it's spread somewhere else, things like that. So I guess they just kind of want to watch that before they give me the you know, check off or something like that. So so I'm not quite out of the woods yet, but I want to say I'm probably about 90% there, and I'm just going to roll with that, and I'm going to live my life. I'm going to just try to enjoy it as much as I can, you know, get back to normal things, which I know everyone takes for granted, putting on their shoes, doing dishes, taking out the garbage. I mean, I had all those struggles before my surgery, and then after, obviously, because I needed to recover. But slowly but surely, I can put on my shoes now. I can bend over, and I can sit. I can sit without a pillow. I do have to take pain meds, so that's one thing I need to take still. But you know, anything that's going to help me get along, that's perfectly fine. Um, so that's kind of where things are at. So I just need your prayers that I find a job soon. And if you guys again still want to donate to my GoFundMe, please help support. You know, just helping me get by. I don't ask for much. and but this is just a time of need still, and I just want to thank all of you for everyone that has, and everyone that will continue to maybe help me just get by until I can get back on my feet financially. So, but I'm not sure where all of you guys are at in life, but I hope that all of you are doing good. I hope all of you are happy. And if you are in any position in which you need someone to talk to, I will always be here. And now that I can lend an ear and actually think, and I got some time on my hands, I really just want to let you know that all of you guys also that need someone, that you're not alone. Okay, because all of you are there for me, and I appreciate that. All right, guys. Well, I will see you soon. Hopefully, if I ever get to travel, which I think I might soon. My son's fifth birthday is coming up at the end of May, so I promise, as the father that I am, that I have to be there for his birthday, which I have never missed. So that is on my agenda. I got to make that happen somehow. I have to. It will really be a sad day that if I miss one of his birthdays. So, anyways, that is that, guys. All right. I will talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye.